I'm well. It's been a long time since you heard those three wells. Put it that way.
We're back.
A lot has gone on. There's a possibility of World War III. Wales have made a World Cup. But the only constant is Man United is still shit. So, how have you been, lad?
There's definitely two of us.
I've had the dreaded COVID the other week. So,
yeah.
You
live to tell the tale, so can't have been that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. But this is the thing, see, like, because I've had the vaccine and stuff. Was it not bad because of that, or was it just not bad anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know now, do you? I think the strain has definitely kind of calmed down, isn't it? It's not as It's not as strong as it initially was.
It was weird though, because like it was literally like I was probably ill for about 3-4 days, like ill, but then I was like couldn't get rid of like the positive to go back into work.
Right.
Like I felt sound, but then it was like
just lingered.
Still like faint line on the test, so that was a bit annoying. But apart from that, all good.
Good. What about you, Ryan? Keep him well?
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been ill since I was up in Chester like a month ago. Just been ill the whole time. It's like did a full circle. I started off with like a cough and a cold, so it was like maybe COVID, whatever, and then it like just come around and started all over again. So I'm coughing and got like mucus. It's hanging. So I've just gone full circle and start again.
Well, you sound all right now, like.
Yeah, it's usually worse at night. Everyone's worse at night, and you're lying down, you're coughing into your pillow, trying not to wake babies up.
How is parent life, mate?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You obviously get your like tough, harder times, but most of the time it's pretty good. It's pretty easy. It takes all your time. Like I didn't believe people, but it takes all your time. It's mad. It's mad.
Yeah,
it's mad. It is, but she's getting a bit more independent now, starting to do things on her own. So it's not like we're having to watch her all the time and stuff, you know.
Yeah. How old? How old, you know?
She was 6 months a week ago today. Yeah, so she was 6 months last Monday. So
just like
that's the only like grim thing, isn't it? It's like how quick
it does go fast. It's like the weirdest, it's like the slowest, fastest time ever because you're like, I can't wait till she grows up a bit more and she can like walk and talk a little bit, and then you're thinking, but everyone tells you that you shouldn't look forward to it because the time now is the best time when they can't walk and talk. So
I disagree with that though. They're much more fun and start doing things.
Yeah, she's obviously getting more interactive now. She's laughing at stuff and play peekaboo and whatever. So it's a lot. She's a lot more playful now rather than just like
lying there.
Basically, just lying there doing not a lot.
Yeah, it's much better. But wait till they get to like teenagers and stuff, and then that's when you or 8 going on 18, and you're like.
Did you have a good Father's Day, Ed?
I did, mate. It was nice. Yeah, I picked the kids up, had them all together. Had a night.
Fucking hell! What'd you do? Hire a minibus?
The mother cooked a nice Sunday lunch for us all, and then just potted about. Really? Ellie's had a new horse, so went up to see that.
Is that all?
What do you mean, like?
Amy had she's got a pony. She's doing like riding and stuff like that.
How'd you get a new horse? Like, where'd you go? How'd you go about buy a new horse?
Nothing to
That's
do with
a great question.
That was the mother's thing. I just got told she was getting one, and I was like, "Good luck. I'm not going anywhere near it because I'm petrified of the things."
Like, isn't that like financially? Is that quite a bit? I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean they're not cheap, but it's like it's almost like a single. If you notice, like every single person sport is really expensive. Yeah. So like cycling costs a bomb to buy a bike and all the kit. Yeah. Golf costs a bomb. Like horse riding is very much the same. Like obviously the horse costs a bomb, and then all the gear is not cheap. But
tennis is pretty cheap.
Yeah. But also you can play doubles tennis team.
You can. You can play doubles golf though.
When you bought that bike from Halfords and you were like, "This is my life now."
Yeah.
Been in the shed.
That's quality.
But yeah, no, so went up to see that. Hilarious story. My eldest daughter, like, she goes in, oh yeah, I love horses. There's a couple on my estate, blah, blah. All right, okay, fine. As long as I said, there's big horses in this field and there's probably about 15 of them. There's quite a lot in there. But I'd say maybe 10, something like that. So, Ellie's obviously confident. She just goes in, grabs Buddy, starts pulling him out. And then next thing, all the other horses start coming then. Well, Amy, mate, shit her pants. Like, because they started running towards her. Then she legs it up the field. And she got to like the gate and she was trying to laugh, but she was crying her eyes out. And she was like, I'm absolutely petrified of horses, it turns out. I couldn't stop laughing. Like, just take 5 minutes. She was like, I can't breathe. She's having a full-on panic attack.
It's like the Grand National running out.
You need to sit down and just breathe. And then she came back in then about 5 minutes later and she was like, she'd composed herself. She was like, yeah, I don't think I'll be going in the horses field again. I said, yeah, probably best not.
So how'd you buy it? Like, did you buy it outright or do you have like finance or fucking PCP or something?
Yeah, I think it's like, what farmers are like and stuff, selling shit is probably just cash, isn't it? Cash.
Oh my God.
Cash money.
Yeah. But yeah, so did that and then I took him back then. But no, it was a nice day. How about yours, mate? First one?
First Father's Day, yeah. Well, it started off at about 5 a.m.
Oh.
And yeah, no, because she's not very well either. She's like a bit ill. She's got same something as what I've got, I think. So she's not sleeping great. Snotty nose and stuff, not breathing it very good. So she's up a lot. Yeah, so, but no, it was nice. I went out with my old man for dinner. So
Nice.
went to the football club for dinner. Oh, Eric Wilcox has just added me on Facebook. Oh, hello, Eric. We are waiting.
Yeah. Mate, he's keen, like he said. He's down, mate. He's down.
Oh, we definitely have to bring him on. He's just won the Crow of the Year, the Les.
Yeah.
Les
Whilst I remember, well, two things. Whilst I remember, I've got to ask about like how the ghost thing is going.
Oh yeah, it's gone really quiet. Nothing's really happened since I've last spoken, I think.
There was the odd like Snapchat, wasn't there? That was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Since there was nothing. That's what I mean. That it's not happening like, consistently or anything. It's just fucking random times of the year. It just comes and goes. But
Mad.
I don't know. It's not. That's what makes it even more weird. What did you just do there?
Oh, sorry, I'm just clicking.
Hiddly.
That's right, mate. I couldn't see it on your side of mind. It's fine.
Nothing's going on anyway. Not since.
Oh, that's ideal then, because that was starting to get a bit weird, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Well,
it was.
Oh my God!
We didn't share it. Did we share it on the last pod about the screaming episode where you woke up screaming?
I can't remember, but if we didn't, I woke up screaming. I'm not proud of it. I don't know what happened. I just felt like something was holding me down, and never before in my life have I woke up screaming. But I woke up screaming my head off, and I felt paralyzed. So it must have been sleep paralysis, I would guess. But
did you feel
scary.
like there was something or someone like sitting on your chest?
Yeah, like when I was obviously still asleep or half asleep, in my subconscious, I felt like there was someone standing over me, pushing me down. That's when I started panicking. So I woke up, and then you're like, can't remember if it was real or not. It's weird, weirdest things. If it is sleep paralysis,
I fucking shit myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't move. So Bethany like proper like nudged me and woke me up, and then I was fine.
But I've just got this like image of him like lying in bed just screaming.
That's all I could think. Like, ah!
Well, you know that image. That's exactly what it looked like.
Amazing.
But yeah,
but it hasn't got like any worse since we last.
No, nothing's happened. Like nothing. We haven't done anything. So that's what I mean. It just comes and goes.
Yeah. So haven't got a top 3 today.
Mm-hmm.
But I've pinched. Do you boys listen to like the Happy Hour podcast at all?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Sometimes,
I've seen some of it. I don't listen to it, but I know of it. Yeah.
It's through the £5 corner shop. This is, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not.
No, I've just pinched like what's your favourite meal deal?
That's their old one. They've changed it.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Well, I thought it was a good one.
Meal deal. Yeah.
So
Oh,
like that's why I thought Ev's because there's like sandwiches to do because it's weird.
Yeah, he just likes fucking unless it's
But I like
bakery
sandwiches,
bread.
I just don't like filling.
Ham sandwich.
Or a toast sandwich.
I like ideally like where from as well. I think that's quite like important.
Yeah.
That is,
All right.
yeah, it's a bit niche, isn't
But yeah, I mean,
you've got
any like takers, or do you want to like think about it, or
I mean, I think there's only one. I mean, there's one place, isn't it? Surely, if you don't get it from the birth of the meal deal, then what's the point?
go on then.
Well, you just got to get it from Tesco, haven't you?
Yeah, fair. I think Tesco's up there definitely.
That's where it comes from, isn't it?
Yeah,
I get them from Morrison's if I get them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
not bad as well. Co-op is decent as well, see, but it's more expensive.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen them in Co-op.
Surprised you're not in like the M&S meal deal.
Oh mate, fucking hell.
Smoked salmon baguette.
Yeah.
Well, I'll jump in straight away if that's all right.
Go on then.
Go on.
So I'll go with a Tesco one. I'll go with the BLT sandwich.
You love a BLT.
I'll go with a salt and vinegar real McCoy.
Mm.
And a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
I knew that would get.
Oh, and honestly, you must have seen my tweet the other day about Coke.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Because my God, one of the worst drinks I've ever had. I can't believe people enjoy it. I don't get it. It is
That's
literally
zero, isn't it?
fizz in your mouth. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is naff.
Yeah.
It is naff.
You heard correct. I said fizz before anyone starts making jokes.
Well, I've come to realize in the last 3 or 4 months that Pepsi is just better than Coke. Pepsi Max is sugar free. I don't know what they're doing to it, but best drink.
No.
Oh,
No,
it is Pepsi Max.
But I do. The argument between Pepsi and Coke is a lot closer than people think to me. See, but I go through a phase. So like, I'll really enjoy Pepsi for a while, and then I'll go and have a Coke and be like, "Oh, that's really nice," and then I'll switch to Coke and I mix it up. I've got no kind of preference to say that what's better. I like them.
You
both.
got no loyalties.
Yeah, as long as they're. But I think starting to think that like other than like glass bottle Coke, isn't it? Like Coke out of a cold can.
Yeah.
Is just so much nicer than.
Oh, it's a win, mate.
Oh,
Especially on holiday. A cold Coke can is just a win.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it's refreshing, is it? Straight down.
Yes. But Diet Coke then, mate.
Yeah. Well, go on, and I'll do what I usually get from Tesco, but I go for the like the pastas.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I get like the classic cheese and tomato pasta, and the nice herb sauce that they do, little pots, about that big.
Oh yeah.
Or sometimes I get the one that's got chicken in it. That's all right.
Nice.
Anything obviously without mayonnaise or lettuce is a winner, really.
Yeah, but you're picking up your favourite here, so.
Yeah, but that's my meal deal, isn't it? I thought this was the point.
Yeah, but like you mentioned 2 dishes, like.
Yeah, well, no, the go-to is like usually the cheese and tomato, and that doesn't let you down.
Okay.
And then I get a packet of the Fridge Raiders, any of the chicken ones, literally whatever takes my fancy. Anyone, mix it up every now and then.
Yeah, nice.
And then at the moment, I usually get the like the protein milkshake that's whatever's in it, like for goodness shake or something. I usually get that and just see that off, and that's it then.
Make sure your protein levels are matched, isn't it?
Yeah, keeping them up.
Done.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't think it's the worst. It's not like plain crisps and ham or something like that. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst, mate, to be fair. But we haven't had
Ryan's now from Morrison's as well.
I'm partial to the little like tiny little wrap things. They're like little tortilla wraps.
Oh yeah.
So I usually get the little sweet chili chicken ones.
Nice.
what would I have for a side? Side's gonna be controversial, right? It's a bit bland. I don't choose it every time, but sometimes no, yeah, you get a side, yeah, yeah. So sometimes I need to pick that. You know that yogurt that you get that has little granola in it, and you pour the granola into the yogurt, like Nomadic or something they call.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen them? They're
Yeah.
banging. They are. They're nice. Them. But my other one,
spoon though, what?
yeah, it comes like a mini spoon.
Why would you get yogurt though, innit? For a fucking.
I love yogurt. Anyway,
You like
the other thing I get,
natural yogurt though.
it's either that or boiled eggs. I love a boiled egg. Just-
boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Boiled
Yeah.
egg.
Yeah, you get 2 boiled eggs.
Yeah, you do that as a
do they
thing,
come
but-
in the shell
Yeah.
or without?
No,
No.
well, no, unshelled.
Oh, that's not bad, really. But
Yeah,
but-
I quite like eggs like that. See, and I'm
I
not a
didn't
sweet
think-
person.
they're not
I
Sorry.
don't
bad.
think anyone ever actually got them because there are always fucking loads there.
Yeah, well, I'm the guy. But I already have a bit of sweet in my dinner, so my sweet chili chicken. So I
Okay.
go, and then my drink could, well, it'd either be a Pepsi Max or Iron Brew or something like that.
Iron brew.
Unreal drink.
Well, that's fucking weird.
That is out there. Boiled eggs.
The best part is I pour my Iron Brew out on the table and dunk my eggs into it.
Sick.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be mine anyway.
Well,
Yeah. It's not.
interesting.
I will say something, but that's let me down a little bit. That question. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but
Okay, well,
I
do you
just
want me
think
to
like standard meal deal is, you know what I mean? Is unless you say that you have like plain ham, ready salted, and a bottle of water, then your meal deal is pretty upmarket, isn't it? Like,
Well, sorry. I don't know what to say.
I'm only joking.
We all have different though, so.
But then, to be fair, I think you were probably expecting me to pick something like that.
Well, I'm still like processing the fucking boiled eggs, to be honest.
Boiled eggs. I mean, that's a.
Yeah, but they're nice.
Like,
I didn't
just-
even know that was a thing. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
know you get boiled eggs. They definitely don't do them in Tesco. Surely, I haven't seen them.
I think so.
I think they're Scotched eggs, aren't they, in Tesco?
Yeah, Scotch eggs. Yeah, I get them sometimes, but not.
And they're a bit of something as well.
Scotch egg banging.
Yeah. Have you ever put a Scotched egg in a microwave?
No,
Unbelievable.
I must
Change
admit,
life.
like,
Change your life.
yeah, but what do you mean? Like, what for? How long?
Oh, it only enough to get it like warm. So it'd be like 45 seconds, if that.
I thought you were gonna say like it like explodes or something.
No, you pull like the sausage bit in half, and then
Yeah.
or just like make a hole in it, and it gets all like the sausage meat inside warm. Oh my god, fucking
Well, so you put it in
Good.
with the egg.
yeah! You put the egg in as well. The egg doesn't really get hot anyway.
I was going
It
to
just
say.
gets like a bit warm.
Then you gotta move on now. It's getting a bit daft. This.
Hey,
Microwave.
everyone just go home and try it. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. And if you've got a more controversial meal deal, let us know.
Yeah, because like a lot of people like purely get the most like expensive combination.
You've got to get the value, haven't you?
To save the
Yeah,
money.
but like I'd rather just like enjoy what I'm getting. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to get that because it's more expensive than that.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, definitely. But like, isn't it like is it the smoothies or something? Isn't it? That's like they literally like retail at like £4 or something, and then you get it, and it's like in a meal deal for £3.50. It's like, wow. How does that work?
Cheaper get the
That's-
sandwich and a packet of crisps.
Some of those smoothies are rank as well.
Mm.
Oh, they're horrid. They're like that blue one or that lime green one. Fuck.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know the ones.
Oh, they're awful. They look nice. You're looking at them going, I bet they're good. They're awful. They're so bad. I don't know what brand it is.
Is it NAKD ones?
Yeah, it is. I think it is Naked. Yeah,
that's the one,
Naked brand. Yeah,
They just
fucking
look
awful.
horrific.
Oh,
What
wow.
the green one looks like? It's just like a bottle of algae from a pond.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
It actually does as well.
When did we go out? We went out, Jay, when we were on that whole thing. We went out for like darts and stuff in the Scholars. Remember, I woke up the next day and I went to shopping
Oh yeah.
and I picked up a little smoothie, right? And I was like, oh, I just need something refreshing. It's like fucking spicy. It was spicy. It had like ginger in it, and it was like, it must just all been ginger because I drank it. I was like, what?
It did not make you feel better, put it that way.
No, it like made like your mouth taste like just cinnamon. Oh, it was awful.
Yeah, you can't trust them health things.
Have you Oh, we can't talk about fucking Stranger Things yet, can we?
I'm not finished.
I haven't seen it either. I'm
Okay,
downloading it tonight to my laptop.
I'm 3 episodes in. They're long episodes, aren't they?
Yeah, like film length.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
they're like-
you're in it, are you? You're watching
Yeah,
it?
I'm 3 in. Yeah,
Okay, so
first
hopefully-
episode's unreal.
So,
Unreal.
yeah. Maybe by next week or the week after we can talk about it then.
Oh yeah, I'll get it done by then. Ryan
Yeah,
takes like months sometimes.
I take a while sometimes. Yeah,
I tell you
just
what,
like an hour and 20 minutes is like premium at the moment.
obviously when the old like COVID kicked in, isn't it? Like I was just like binging stuff, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
hadn't watched the Jimmy Savile thing. Like
Oh, the weirdest documentary I've ever watched.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, have you watched it? Right,
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
that's proper grim. That.
It is, isn't it? But like he freaks me out. It's like his
Yeah,
eyes and stuff. He's weird.
it's mad that like he is so blatantly a nonce.
yeah,
It was
Yeah,
so clear. It was so obvious. But
Yeah.
obviously, back like nowadays, you couldn't get away with dressing like that and not being called names or like people being suspicious. But back in the day, people just didn't care, did they? They were just
But he
like,
had the perfect kind of image, didn't he?
Yes.
yeah.
Like,
He
you
had
know,
the perfect backup, didn't he? To like, well,
Yeah.
you're a nonce, and you go, yeah, but I do loads of charity. So
yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
had
it,
did so much charity stuff that just like everyone made him like thought he was like God,
yeah,
and
that's
then
bad.
bang, like you just. But then, like you say, he was so he just kind of laughed it off all the time.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
stuff and stuff like that. And you're just like, I don't know. It's just proper creepy bloke.
Quite interesting though. Like I didn't realize obviously a lot of it. Like you said, like the power he kind of had and the charity work he did and all that.
yeah. I didn't realize he had that much influence, and he had like an MBE and stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was like that extreme that he was in with the
Kim's
Royals and
there.
everything. Yeah, Kim's here. Yeah, that's when he's fully in with the Royals and stuff, and you're like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Makes
Yeah,
like
man.
Prince Charles and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
proper
Prince-
dodge.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh
They love a nonce, the Royals.
my god.
Talking of that, did you celebrate the Jubilee?
Celebrate bank holiday, that was about it.
Yeah. No. Literally. Yeah. No.
Just a few days off for me, like normal at uni, so
Yeah.
it's nothing
Like
special.
I'll take the Thursday, Friday, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Union Jack flag at the window, Jay, or that.
No, mate.
There was
Yeah.
a few around though, wasn't there? Like,
It was all over Chester, put it that way.
was
yeah.
it? Yeah, it's around here. Like,
Do you see the display they had in Llannon of the Queen on the toilet?
yeah.
People raging.
Hilarious.
They got
Yeah,
to
that's-
take it. They got to take it down. It's like
Yeah.
That's
It's
just
just
funny,
like-
though, isn't it?
tongue-in-cheek stuff, innit? They
70
put a lot of
years
effort into
on
it.
the throne, innit?
Yeah.
You can't have like humour, can you anymore? Like,
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
that's why we need to keep this podcast going.
Well, yeah. No holds barred here.
So what did
No,
Ez,
absolutely.
I'll ask you, mate, straight out, mate. Will Smith, talk to me.
Oh yeah. Obviously
Well,
another.
obviously, it was a while ago, but
yeah, another
we're only
major
getting to it now.
that we kind of skipped over, but it's really, really pissed everyone off. I think, obviously the whole situation is ridiculous. What he did, I think he definitely feels ashamed. Chris Rock made a joke about obviously Jade having short hair, and it just wasn't that much. It just wasn't. I don't think it was worthy of that reaction. But then obviously when you look at all the videos and it's her face that kind of like, because obviously Will Smith laughs at it, doesn't he, to begin with, and then he kind of clocks that his wife doesn't look happy, and he just kind of thinks to himself, oh well, I've got to do something now, I can't be seen to be laughing, and he just goes up and hits him in the face. And I was just like, what? I honestly thought it was staged, like I definitely did, but
That's not like
it just
it's
wasn't.
mad. As if that's like for crossing his head that's all right to do then.
Yeah, no.
In
Like,
the public
like,
eye.
Yeah.
Like,
But I don't know. It's like it's one of them. Like you you could understand the reaction if it was like something like absolutely terrible, but like this wasn't like. And then obviously it comes out and she said that it's about alopecia and all this, and obviously that's not a very nice illness to have, like especially as a woman, like losing your hair and it's patchy and stuff like that. But she came out and mentioned that like 2-3 years ago, and she's kind of like, there's quotes from her saying that like no one will ever be able to say anything hurtful about it. I'm thing, and then as soon as it looks like and as soon as that happens, she's coming out and she's like, oh yeah, but it's because I've got I've got alopecia and I found it sensitive. Well, you're kind of just trying to, I don't know.
Isn't there history though? There's history there as well, though, isn't there? With Will Smith, didn't he make a joke about was it Willow or Jada, whatever, whoever? He made a joke about someone else as well. Chris Rock did, didn't he?
Oh, did he? I don't know.
Yeah, there was history behind, and it was like bad taste with that one as well.
Oh,
so that was like another thing.
Yeah.
So,
but like you say though, like when it shows the clip and it's just cuts to, and like Will Smith's literally laughing at the joke.
Yeah.
And then it's like he clocks and he's like, oh shit, I shouldn't be laughing, and then he just kind of goes like, and just gets up and hits him. I was just like,
yeah, but do you think he just didn't realize? Obviously, we're talking seconds here. Maybe he just didn't realize why someone would be offended in that fast. Because straight away you'd go, all right, yes, joke about that. Oh, hang on, she's got alopecia. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm not with you there.
I don't know.
Honestly, and the problem is that I think as well, I cannot stand that woman. Like Jada Pinkett Smith is an absolute disgrace. Like what she's done and what she said. Like Will Smith literally looks like a broken man, and I'm just like,
she's cheated on him loads, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about loads, but she literally like admitted to it on that little show that she does, with that Red Table Talk or something. And he's literally there, like, and she's telling him all about it, and like, it's where those memes come from, isn't it? Where like pain, and it's like Will Smith, and he's like just looks really sad. It's like because she's literally telling him that she like slept with somebody else, and it's just like, well, she's, whoa, makes my blood boil.
Like, why are you like putting that out in the public eye and stuff?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Isn't that between you and like?
Yeah, but like I said, like over the years, he just seems to be looking like he just looks worse. He looks ill.
I just generally think like he doesn't know like how to act and stuff anymore. It's like what you should do in the public eye and what she thinks he should do, and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I need to react to you. And in his head, he's gone, I need to like do something. And then after he's gone, why did I do that?
But Will Smith in the public eye overall has obviously come across really good. He comes across really good in talk shows, really happy, smiley person. But obviously, people always put your bad thing. Always remember the bad things.
Yeah.
Ahead of the good things. So he'll always be remembered for that now. That'll go down in history as his, like people. That'll be the headline for stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? It'll be after the Oscars and Will Smith.
Yeah, like every year. It'll be every year. It'll be in like.
It'll be like Will Smith famous for.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Not famous for all the other things that he's done. It's famous for hitting someone at the Oscars.
He's made his bed now, and he probably forever. Fortunately,
it's one of them though, isn't it? Like you say, it's just a moment of madness. But like you said, you look back at him like a few years ago, and like you say, he'd always come across well on TV shows, looked happy and stuff. But then you look at like the last few years, and you kind of look at things, and obviously, like you see, like when I said that she was telling all this stuff to him, and like on live telly, basically for loads of people, and he just looks like a broken man, like, and as if like, I can't believe what I'm hearing, sort of stuff. But then, obviously, he's doing everything he can to keep his family together and stuff. But it's definitely damaging him. Like he's just not well.
Are we like? I presume we're obviously like all in agreement that like he was in the wrong there.
Yeah, he was in the wrong.
So do you think? I know, like you might be treading on like thin ice here, but like obviously don't answer if you don't want to. But like, where is the boundary of what's like allowed and what isn't when it comes to comedy?
There is no boundary. It's comedy for me. Like you've got to, if you don't want to laugh at it, don't laugh at it, but don't make a deal. Like if you go, especially people that go to a comedy show and they get offended, it's like, why have you come to a comedy show?
Yeah.
chances are they're gonna bring up stuff that isn't very nice, paedophilia and like cancer and whatever. They'll bring things up, and they won't do it so much on the big stage anymore. It's always at the little shows. Like me and Jay went to a comedy show, and it was pretty close to the bone. Some of it, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, but it was like I said, we were lucky though as well because it was a good crowd, and that kind of humor I did find very funny, but because it's just jokes.
I
know, and like you say, like is it Ricky Gervais, and he said like just because you get offended doesn't mean that you're right.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, you know, something is going to offend you. You know, there's something that I could say to Rai or something I could say to you, Ben, that would offend you, and obviously you'd be like raging. But like,
yeah, but it wouldn't offend me if you saw it in a comedy show. It'd just be like, okay, I don't find that funny because it's related to something relating to me. But I'm not going to get angry about it.
Yeah, you're not going to cancel him and be like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that joke because it affected me once or something like that.
Or, you mean like outside of a comedy club, you can get offended if someone's like saying something to you or whatever, but in a comedy environment, you can't get offended. Can you? Just don't go like.
No, if you can't go and laugh at a comedian who's literally on stage to make jokes, like he's not there telling like a life story or you know what things he used to do or things he's done. He's telling jokes. Like it's that is it.
Unless you just want to listen to knock jokes for the rest of your life. Like, it's going to be close to the bone stuff.
Obviously, things that like you probably shouldn't say are going to be fucking funny because you don't hear it often, do you? Like,
but that's it, isn't it? Like
in the setting,
like you say, taboos, especially the way the last few years, it's just going crazy, isn't it, on this planet? Like some of the things you can no longer say or do, and all this, and you're just like bloody hell. Like when does it stop? You know? And it's getting. I think it really is getting to the stage where it's like going so far the other way now. We've allowed so many things, and you're like, now we're bordering on the ridiculous.
Yeah, we had obviously in the last comedian that was on in Chester. He was gay. He was a gay comedian, wasn't he?
Yeah,
but he was like mega funny. But some of the jokes he did about being gay, if it was anyone else that told them someone who wasn't gay, you can guarantee someone would be offended. But because a gay guy saying it, it's fine.
But like like I say, like we, there was that time where we went to on JD's one, wasn't it? On JD's stag, and like that Daliso Chaponda was there.
Yeah,
and like he said a joke that was obviously like kind of racist to black people, and like him being black, he said it, and like we laughed because we were there and we realized it was a joke.
Yeah.
But then the crowd was pretty like, ooh, and that was kind of, I felt like the time where it was starting to become that kind of, ooh, can you say that? Can you do that? And then he was kind of like, ooh, tough crowd. Like, you know what I mean? But like, he's just there telling jokes. It's not.
He was probably like thankful we were in the front row, like, leading it.
Yeah, but like he definitely changed his set after that. And because like he said a few like close to the bone jokes when he was on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Like his first joke was like he came out and was like, oh, the last time a black man was stood in front of a place like this, it would have been called an auction. And like, you know what I mean? And even the crowd were like, but then they started to laugh.
Yeah, but
and then you could see some people like, oh no, like obviously it cuts to the crowd on TV, and then they're like, oh, should I be laughing? I don't know. But
yeah.
Like, it's a funny joke,
though, isn't it? Like, it's comedy.
Yeah, but if he's made the joke, if he's made the joke himself, like what?
Yeah, but like obviously, but we all realise though that like obviously like slavery and stuff was horrific. So like it wasn't a joke, as in I don't look at it and I laugh at slavery.
Yeah,
I just laugh at the bloke making a joke about it because it's a joke. It's in the it's in the word.
That's what people need to like realise, that obviously in a comedy setting it is just a joke.
Yeah.
He's not like, you're not going out to like, hurt people, or it's just, that is what comedy is like.
You've all had that joke though, a comedian said, haven't we? We've all been there where you heard a comedian say a joke and you don't even laugh, you go, oh. And we had that. We had that in Chester with this guy, and we all went, oh. I'll tell you the joke after bed. There's no way I'm saying the joke on here. It was about putting ashes in curry. Put it that way.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, everyone he didn't even say bye, did he? That was his last joke, right? He didn't
That
even
was
say
how
bye.
it
He
finished.
walked
Just
off the stage
straight off the stage, yeah.
because he knew that was like a winning joke. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
none of you are going to get to hear it because unreal.
Yeah.
It was one of the
But it's
best.
like-
It's one of the best jokes I've heard in a long time.
Like I say, it's like Cards Against Humanity and stuff. You just like putting that in the bin. You know, you're not playing that
Yeah, no, exactly. It's
Yeah.
funny, isn't it? Like,
joke. Like,
if you know, at the end of the day, everyone's humor is different, isn't it? Like, and you know, you can't, like, it is what it is. You either find something funny or you don't. And if your humor is like open to kind of like the darker side, as it would probably be called, then you know you find anything funny,
yeah.
even if like that kind of situation has happened to you, you know, because you just know it's a joke. Like that's what I mean. It's not someone like being deadly serious to you, telling you something really hurtful. It's just a man or a woman on stage saying something.
I didn't really understand people that would go to something like that and then be like, "Oh, that's out of order." I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like,
Yeah, innit? You go.
if
So
you're gonna get
yeah, that's the way it's gone though. In like, you can tell comedians are terrified now. The ones on TV anyway, like
Yeah.
Jimmy Carr and stuff. Jimmy Carr and Frankie Boyle had no filter, and now, well, Frankie Boyle obviously got cancelled basically, and that was years ago because his jokes were like nuts.
Yeah.
But then you've got people like Jimmy Carr who goes in his live shows, he goes close to the bone, doesn't he? In his Netflix special, he goes pretty close to the bone. But on his like 8 out of 10 casters countdown, he doesn't really do that anymore. You can tell he's stopped and toned it down
Yeah.
because, like I say,
But that's what
people-
I mean. There's always someone out to kind of put somebody down, or it's you know, it's like obviously you start to see someone do well in life or something like that, and someone will drag up something from 10, 15 years ago that they've said.
yeah, that's nuts. Like,
but it's a different world, isn't it?
Change, like, you know, people change and learn and adapt to the fact that the world is changing and things. You're not still, you know, it does. It's
that Kevin Hart thing with the Oscars was just mad, wasn't it?
well, yeah, he apologized already.
10-year-old. So, yes. Like you say, people are allowed to like change and like get different opinions and grow up. Like, innit?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you go back 50, 60 years ago, the majority of this country would have been probably racist and anti-black and anti-gay and anti-everything. Go back, you wouldn't even have to go back 60 years. Probably go back 30. And it's just like, you can't judge people from 30 years ago. Like, people have had to change to fit in, and it shouldn't have to be like that. But
you know, I think like we're kind of the ones that really have probably the start of the generation that had to kind of learn to change. I think. Like,
probably the tail end of the late 2000, the late noughties, I'd have said, 2008, 2009.
Yeah,
Like, started to turn then when social media became massive.
Yeah, and like, you know, that's when you had to kind of obviously be careful what you say and all that sort of stuff, and then obviously like you realize then, don't you? You know, like, you know, I'll use the example now. That tweet I had that went crazy.
Oh yeah,
about like the only the fan getting banned for like 3 years for racism, and then the other one got a life ban for throwing a bottle.
Yeah,
like, you know, it's ridiculous. But
yeah,
the first thing somebody did was look through my old tweets and found some tweets, 4 tweets of mine that it was like where I'd use the word like gay, and he like tried to say that I was like homophobic.
Oh my god!
And because it was like, but it was like it was from like 2012, or if that, you know what I mean. 2002 even.
2002. You were tweeting in 2002.
14. I was probably about 14, 15 at the time. So between me, and he's gone back that far to find those tweets, and it was just me like.
What do you mean 2002?
Foster said something. Well, I was 12, wasn't I, in 2002?
Yeah, but you weren't tweeting.
No, well, whenever. It was probably like when I was first on the app. So it was about 12, 13 years ago.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And he was like,
2010 then.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, 10. Yeah.
2002.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. And obviously, like, it was Foster. He was messaging me about something, and then he wouldn't come out or something like that. Stupid. I don't know why we were even having a conversation on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then obviously all I tweeted back was like, "Oh, you're gay." Like, but obviously, like, don't use that now because I know that's not right to say. I've grown up,
but
and changed, and realised that it's not acceptable to just be writing stuff like that or saying that sort of stuff. And that's what I don't think people understand is that you can change and you realise that you don't say stupid things.
That was just such common slang, wasn't it? That when we were going through
that's
school,
what I mean.
It was,
not that it makes it right, but like
it doesn't make. But it's not that it doesn't make it right. It's just it didn't mean anything. It was just like, oh, you're going for lunch. Yeah, a bit gay that. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. There wasn't anything in it. It didn't mean anything
because everybody said it.
Yeah,
and but like you say again, though, it doesn't make it right. But then you grow up and you think, oh yeah, probably shouldn't have said stuff like that. But at the time, that was. But like you say, we've gone through that kind of climb of having to realise that, oh, actually, probably shouldn't be saying stuff like that, and then you don't say it. Like I've not used that saying probably since school. You know what I mean? Like,
should we? I got another question.
All right, here we go.
Unless you had another point, sorry, mate.
No points. No.
I just wanted to just mention something a bit more recent. Obviously, Usyk AJ was announced, I think, yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Let's get his ass beat again. This time, just in Saudi Arabia or whatever.
Yeah, I think it could be going the same way. I don't know. I just don't see much difference. The only thing you could think of is maybe Usyk's head's in another place with whatever's going on in his country, been there and fought and stuff. But then,
and playing football.
Oh yeah, what a weird thing that was.
He looks awful as well. See the video of him running?
Yeah,
horrendous. Way too top heavy.
Yeah, he is.
But it's hard because obviously, like, AJ's obviously come back twice now, isn't it, from a loss and beaten the guy.
Yeah, not this level though.
No, once. Only Andy Ruiz he lost to, isn't it? If he comes
Andy,
back,
Andy Ruiz and Usyk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking about.
He only came back and beat Ruiz. Obviously, he's got to come back and beat Usyk, but he's lost.
Yes.
He's lost twice and only avenged one, hasn't he?
Yeah, the Takam fight I was thinking about. He struggled, didn't he? But yeah, he won that one.
Yeah.
But so like he's always obviously come back. Well, he's come back to beat Ruiz, then, isn't he? So like,
even that wasn't that comfortable, though, was it?
No, he just. He boxed his head off, didn't he? Like,
he had the right.
He didn't want to go into an exchange with him, and he was just landing jabs and landing the most punches to win.
Like he clearly won the fight, didn't he? He just did it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you say, mate, I just like Usyk's just like fucking mad, isn't he? I can't see him like lose it.
Obviously, like the first fight, I thought like Joshua would be too much for him, but then I felt like Joshua was like scared, like. He didn't even go in and try to use his power and stuff like that. And then obviously Usyk was just picking him off because he's a very good boxer.
He is very good.
Like, I don't know what you want. I don't know how Joshua's going to change that unless he's completely changed his whole strategy.
It's almost like Chisora had like a better kind of game plan. I know he obviously lost, but like he was like using his weight and just like chucking bombs and. One of them lands. I don't care how good your chin is. You fucking not getting that right.
Yeah, I think, but that's the thing though. Like AJ's got that punching power. Like if he catches someone, like we'll put them on the floor. And
he just doesn't throw his weight around, does he? Enough?
No. I don't know. Like it's one of them. I do think though, since like obviously losing kind of that exchange with Andy Ruiz and getting knocked out,
it scared him a bit.
Like he's just scared of being punched in the head. Like, and it's got to be a mental thing, isn't it?
Because there's a huge size difference from there with him and Usyk. Massive size difference. So, but Usyk's movement and stuff. Like I don't watch a lot of boxing, but even I watched him and he is just incredible. You can tell the way he was moving. He was just moving AJ around everywhere. Yeah. Just exactly where he wanted him.
Yeah, he was just picking him off. Like
it was incredible.
Play to him.
So, do you know? Fucking hell, this is a question now. how do you know what the time difference is from Qatar? Like,
No, be like
I was just like curious as what I wonder what time it'll be here. Like,
I think
What, the
it's
World
like
Cup?
8. I think it's like 8 hours.
no, I think the fight's
That's where the fight is, isn't it? It's like
Saudi
oh no,
Arabia, isn't it?
it's Saudi Arabia, isn't it? It's Jeddah, isn't it?
Jeddah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Saudi
trying to
Arabia.
think, when was the Grand Prix on? Was it an 8 o'clock one? Or was it in the day? Because the Jeddah one was the one where like it was Verstappen against Hamilton in the last
Yeah.
race, and then there was
I've been to that part of the world, and I'm sure it's like 8 hours ahead. Something like that around there, say 8-7, something like that.
yeah. So it's on in the night there, though, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
So it'd be just like mad.
it'll be like
eight
it'll be like
o'clock in the
5,
morning,
6 o'clock
5,
maybe.
6 a.m.
Of course it
Something
will.
like
Yeah, it's not gonna be ideal.
that. Yeah,
I saw the times for I think for the World Cup games in over Christmas, isn't it? It's like 7, 10, 2 and 7 or something like that, is it?
I'm not sure.
I think it works
Well,
out.
so
I think
also
all the
like
way
2
up.
afternoon, 7.
Yeah, 7 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 7
the
at night or
morning.
8 at night or something like that. I think it works out.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Alright.
That'd be weird, like having a mad game on at 7 in the morning, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Here, like,
yeah.
what are you doing?
I thought they were all pretty good times, Qatar. For some reason, I thought they were like 5 and 7 o'clock in the evening and stuff.
Yeah, there's two.
And that local
there's like
time,
4
maybe.
games a day.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, at the
So
start.
I'm sure it was like 7 and 10 and 2 and then or you've had a bit later and then an 8 o'clock game at the night. But I'm sure there was an early kickoff.
Because I'm sure all Wales' games. I'm sure I double checked in my head. I feel like I have, and all the Wales games were like after working times finish. You know.
Oh, they.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be like 5 or 7 o'clock late one then.
Yeah.
Are Wales getting out of the group?
Are Wales getting out of the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think realistic. They
Who? Hello. Oh, Jamie's gone. I thought it was like everyone's.
Go right, you go, mate. You go.
Well,
You
we've been
think
here
yes?
before. We've been here before. Euro 2016. And you looked at the group: Wales, England, Russia, and Slovakia. And you're looking at it. Wales maybe 5 second. They topped it, so no problem.
So second, maybe.
No.
What do you mean? Though?
Why? England top.
Yeah.
Well, England are bottom of a group with Hungary at the moment.
Yeah, I know, mate, but
Ben, this is England at World Cups. I know they did okay at the last one, but the group is honking. In fact, you had Panama.
yeah. So who do you reckon on top then? Wales, like, or
I think I think England can have problems. I really do. I think England just struggle when they come up against these mid-range nations. They just struggle to break them down. You played Scotland in the Euros, fully struggled, could have lost the game. And I think England would be worried to play the US because it's just pressure because the US and England, and there'll be massive pressure on them in the Wales game.
What on earth happened to me? I don't know. The internet just dropped off, like fully cut out.
Sorry, we carried on, mate, with professional.
Yeah, we decided Wales top the group. So,
I mean, I could nick something against England, especially with the way they're playing.
Yeah, Rice said that.
England are not in a good place.
yeah, but like I said, it happened at the Euros where Wales topped the group. I know obviously England did beat them, but it was only just. And I think Wales are a better all-round team now as a squad. The balance is there. It's the same team every week. It doesn't, like, I don't know if you've noticed it with when you're watching Wales. The team doesn't change. The squad doesn't change. There's no rotation. It's, you do change the odd players, but the squad is always the same people. And they've said that continuity is why Wales are doing so well. Wales haven't lost a home qualifier for 10 years. 10 years.
Quite mad, really.
And they've lost once in 4 years at home, or twice now, sorry, because they lost to Holland.
Yeah.
But when Wales have played Holland and Belgium recently, obviously I went down to those two games. Like when we were watching Belgium, remember when we all went down to Cardiff and Wales beat Belgium 1-0? for the end of season 1 year for both? Were you there, Ben?
I didn't go to that.
Was
Were you
that
there, Ben?
was that when we went?
Yeah, we went like foot golf and that. We went to the Belgium game, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Well, that game and Belgium we obviously nicked it, didn't we? And just hung on the whole game. But you're watching Wales play Belgium, Wales play Holland, Wales play Italy in the World Cup, and you're going, they're in the game. It's always tight now against the bigger sides.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're definitely a better unit, aren't they? Like a lot.
I love watching Wales, like obviously, but I come in from watching United every week. Seeing a team so united. But yeah, like I said, the squad there's actually some depth there now all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's actual depth. Like, not a lot, but there is depth.
Well, I'll just put you both on the spot and ask for your top 2 in that group, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Yeah. England, Wales, it'll be
England top.
Yeah, I'll go England top. I think.
Who England play first? Iran, and is it?
I'm not sure, mate.
Yeah, Wales are playing US first, so yeah, England was playing Iran. Yeah, if England win that one comfortably and not like a 1-0 scrape or 0-0. They drew 0-0 last time played with Iran. It's like you just don't know with England, honestly.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, and they're not exactly like you said doing very well, so it's hard to kind of.
Yeah, all this bollocks about the Nations League as well. Oh, they're not performing. Oh, they're all tired. Every other fucking team has players. They've played all season as well. It's not just you, mate.
Just them, is it?
And they're all being rotated like every game. How many of those England players played all 5 games? I know Dan James not great, but he's played all 5 games in that Nations League break.
Well, yeah, he plays every game for Wales, doesn't he? He hasn't missed a game, has he? For ages.
And he plays in like a Leeds team as well. It's like fucking mad intensity and stuff like that. He's come off a long season. So I don't buy all this shite that England are on about. To get humped by Hungary 4-0 at home, who, by the way, are a good side, but people just seem to underestimate them all the time.
Yeah, but England should be beating Hungary.
Yeah, of course they should.
But Hungary are top of that group.
Yeah, they're a hell of a weird team, but they do well. They make every major. They always make the major tournaments, and then I think they were in a group like Portugal or something, and they ended up topping that group. Portugal and someone else was in it. It was really good, and they topped it. So they've just got. They're probably similar to Wales, where they've just got a squad that doesn't change a lot. It's the same squad every week, same squad every international break, and you just get a camaraderie then. Don't you? With England, you're constantly getting new players coming in. You don't build up relationships. Obviously, that's not England's fault, but I can imagine the camaraderie would go into Wales and they're all ready to play with each other again. Whereas England, you don't know who's next to you. You don't know who's right back next week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, fair point, mate. Yeah, definitely.
And that's down to the manager again, isn't it? And I just don't like Gareth. Like you look at it, and I think he's done quite well in kind of like uniting a squad because like all the England players always seem to have like a good time, and they seem they all talk about now that when they go to England, no matter obviously whatever team they play for, they're like more like friends and they can get on and play with each other a bit.
Oh dear.
Oh god. Innit? Twice, like, innit?
Yeah. I don't know, Ben. I think Wales. I don't know what it is with Wales at the moment. We don't see many goals. It could easily. I think Wales could draw. I think Wales and England could easily be 0-0. You seem to have.
What about? This is probably a hard. Mate, honestly,
I'm going to lose it. I don't know what's going on here. I've never had any problems with the internet in this house, and
Go on, Ben. What was it?
Your mum's fucking downloading some dodgy stuff, mate.
Yeah.
We're probably it's probably fairer to talk about it closer to the time, but like outright winner.
Oh, outright winner.
What, the World Cup?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a standout. There's no standouts anymore. There's no one like. You look at France and you think, what a squad, but then they like. Sometimes you watch them play and you're like, how they lose? Shite.
Another dreadful manager. That's why.
Yeah, true. But then he's won a World Cup, and so.
Yeah, but how? Like, crap.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know with World Cup. I don't watch a lot of Argentina, but I've heard they're looking shit hot at the moment. But then defensively, I don't know.
Yeah, they've not got much at the back. And then you look at like Brazil, they're not the same as what they used to be.
No, the problem is with teams like that, they don't really get tested so much in South America. They're playing the same teams every time, don't they? So they know how to play against Bolivia and whatever. It's like no test.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really pick one, especially obviously after looking at the last round of like Nations League games. I don't know why. Like Holland do kind of impress me. I know obviously Wales took them to the end, but that wasn't their first team in either game. Obviously Wales wasn't either, but when they play, they're like, they absolutely humped Belgium with their first team.
Yeah.
4-0, like, and I was like, that's quite impressive. And then obviously, even though they've, conceded twice in the 90th minute against Wales, they've gone and come out with 6 points from those games. I know it's obviously just shows that Wales are kind of not switched on or whatever, but
yeah,
they've still got to go and score, haven't they? And then they've kind of done it. To do it back to back was.
Oh, mate, I'm done, mate.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back.
Oh, it didn't go.
We know when you go because the ringing stops.
Oh, is it?
Fucking.
Oh,
I think Holland are short. I think they're short of a really good forward, and that's where they come up short. I think with Van Dijk, I think they've got really good choices centre back and full backs. They got really good choices all across the board. Good centre midfielders, but lacking, I think, going forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Denmark, dark horses. Fuck, they're unreal. They're top of the Nations League group beat France away.
Who did it first?
I said, they should have beaten England in the Euros. Was a semi-final. They humped Wales. Like Wales were giving everyone a game, and they battered us. It was like not even close. They were so good.
Yeah, what's their group like?
What, in Nations League or I don't know about World Cup. I don't know the World Cup, but they're top of the group with like France, Croatia, and someone else. Because France are bottom of their Nations League as well.
Yeah, France have been awful.
But yeah, something about the Danes. Every time I watch them, I'm like, fuck, they're such a good side. Again, it's not. Go on.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say that again, similar to Wales, where they're like below the top levels, and they've got the same squad every time. So it's just you get used to playing with each other, and it's almost like a club feel.
Is there anything else you want to discuss now before we wrap this one up? Or
no, not really. I've just got to pack all my stuff for bloody Glastonbury.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
head the worst Glastonbury lineup I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's shocking.
It's dreadful.
What's the weather looking like?
Well, for the week, it's looking warm.
Okay.
And then it's like cloudy on Saturday, I think, and then showers on the Sunday. But obviously, it could change, couldn't it? If I get away with no rain, that's laughing.
Do you know what? It's like it's just like
last thing you want is Diana Ross in the rain, isn't
it? Yeah.
It's just like not my thing, like.
Oh, 100%. Festivals are not my thing either. But I'm only going because I'm getting paid to do it.
Oh yeah, of course you would.
I wouldn't be going to enjoy myself. Because I know I wouldn't. Like the only downside of this whole trip is I've actually got to sleep in a tent. I don't want.
Did you buy one? Did you buy one in the end, or did you get?
No, I borrowed one off Fez.
Yeah. Oh, so. Might be very well used.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know,
things on the roof.
I know they're obviously popular and stuff, but I just don't get it.
Yeah, I love it. I do enjoy it.
I don't.
But why do you enjoy loads of people just being knobheads all around you?
Yeah, but what do you mean people being knobheads?
It's just in general, lots of people is just.
What festivals you been to?
Well, I'll tell you what, right? I went to.
I went to ABBAFest the other week.
No, I haven't even.
Castle Rock when he was in school.
Mid-man.
I went to watch Rihanna.
Oh, go away.
Yeah, wait there. Can I fucking finish, please?
No, you can't. You've already said it.
I was like
Go on.
standing, and
Yeah.
it was the worst experience of my life.
Oh, so that was it. You went to watch Rihanna.
Yes, and that was bad enough. But
Yeah, but
like,
it's
you don't
different
get
with
it. Like, it's not the music side of it and stuff. It's just like all the people. I hate it.
You either like it or you don't. But I quite like the camping like element of it, and you just.
But
I
like,
don't know. It's a good day.
I was standing like in the middle of like thousands of people. I was like, if someone like stabs me here, like I'm dead. Someone decides to start a fight with me, I can't do anything. Someone like chucks an elbow, like you're literally like this, and like everyone's like, yes, I can't see fuck all anyway.
Yeah, but you don't have to be there, do you?
Yeah, but I was, mate. But if you're gonna go to a concert, like you're gonna be in a field with thousands of people, probably can't stand properly because it's fucking shit on the floor.
Wow.
You're like, oh yeah, this is class. I can't see anything, but there's loads of people there, so let's all fucking bounce and have fun.
Pretty much it.
It's not the music side of it. I get like you want to see like people and stuff, but yeah, I like I said, I go to concerts, mate. Like, but I want to see
a festival. A festival is completely different though, because you'll find that there's so many acts and stuff on. The people, if you want to go and see an act, it's only the people that want to go and see the act that are going to be there. It's not going to be like how many people are going to go and watch Diana Ross. Let's be honest. Really.
I mean, they'll be. I guarantee that'll be like bigger than you think.
Oh, it probably will be, but it's not going to be as big as like fucking Billie Eilish is there, and she like.
Yeah, but it all depends on who's the closing act on the Sunday, isn't it?
Who was actually there then?
Oh, it's awful.
Paul McCartney, Diana Ross, Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar's there.
Oh, that's decent.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him if I get a chance. But
what about like?
Literally, the lineup is dreadful.
It's awful.
Like, literally, other than that, I can't think of anyone else who's on
Ed
the list.
Sheeran, no.
No.
He's done it before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I have no idea. Yeah, but they usually get it's usually like Radio 1, the stuff is on Radio 1 all the time. It's like basically Glastonbury, innit? But it's like.
Yeah. I did hear there was like a few rumours going around that maybe the Red Hot Chili Peppers might rock up and do a quick set because they're doing a UK tour at the moment. But I don't know if they'll do anything. But
will he be down the big trip this year?
Yeah, I'll be working that again as well, yeah.
I might actually be there this year.
Is it?
Yeah, but working.
Doing what?
Oh, yeah.
Lights. Yeah. Well, yeah, just like set up basically.
Oh, right. Not there for the actual thing.
Oh, with Kev Bright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only way you're going to get me down there. I'm not going down there for fun.
It's actually,
that's like proper small time, Ben.
When I worked it, that actually looked a lot of fun.
Yeah, but still, like, just, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to stand. There's not like a mosh pit there. You can sit down and watch someone.
Yeah, fair.
You can sit
but like,
in a chair.
Relax.
I went up to like Mac Comedy. That was bad enough.
I didn't like that.
Well, no, just because like obviously there's a big tent and like you're like, oh, should I go to the bar? No, there's 1,000 people in my way. I won't bother.
No, that's one thing with Big Trip. The bar is like massive. It's massive, and you never wait. You never wait like long for a drink there. It's really good. It's a really good day. I've just seen they brought out like single day tickets, haven't they? I think they just come out today.
Have they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Fucking 40 quid a day.
Sorry.
Oh, it was like fucking 60 quid for the whole weekend or something.
Oh yeah, but that's the whole point. That's if you get like the early birds, isn't it, and stuff, and then I think it goes up if you don't get them.
I'm sure that's gone up a chunk though. I'm sure it was like it wasn't even 30 quid or it was probably like 25 quid. It was for a day last time, but there we are. They've obviously done well, haven't they? So
if you want,
it's been off for 2 years because of COVID. They've got to, you know what I mean, and everything's gone up. Everything probably costs a lot more. They've got to do something. And
true.
It is a well-run event. I enjoyed working it anyway.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. I was there last time it was on.
Quite good as well.
Yeah, there's decent ones on this year as well. Like decent. Obviously, you haven't seen them, but decent in terms of like who they're meant to be.
Yeah,
I found it a bit cringe, like the names and stuff. You know.
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah, they can't be called like.
It's meant to be cringe.
Can it?
Yeah, but like, at least just be like, oh, it's Mary as Pink. Do you know what I mean?
That's boring.
Like,
that is
oh yeah,
boring.
here's fucking Pete Loaf. Oh, class. Well done.
That's amazing.
It's not though, is it?
Yeah, but you know exactly who it is.
So what's Pink? Yeah, but you could just be like, oh, it's David Schwimmer as Meatloaf.
Oh,
David Schwimmer? What? No.
Who's that?
It's not stars in their eyes.
But just, do you know what I mean? Why is it got? Because it sounds stupid. Then it's like, oh well.
Well, it was like there was like, isn't it like take this instead of like take that?
Yeah, like,
Something
do you know what I mean? Just, what is that shit like?
No Oasis.
Like, what's
Oh,
Pink? Like,
yeah.
what's Pink? Purple? Is that hers? Maybe?
Magenta, something like that.
Red Hot Chili.
Yeah, but some of them genuinely, like, I had no idea because it'll be like they've been like, named after a song of the actual main act, and you're like, I have fucking no idea who that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just don't get it.
no, it's good. It's a good laugh.
Miley Citrus.
It's a good game that.
Oh my god.
It would.
Right. One last thing,
Yeah.
just before we go. So only because it's that done like the Euro Millions for tomorrow. It's like 122 mil there.
All right. Well, now you've said that, we get a mil each.
Yeah, so
Sorted. Thank
first
you tomorrow, Joe.
thing, so like money goes in your account, bang, 122 mil. First thing you buy. First thing.
Over.
What, like an expensive thing, or would it be, yeah, obviously.
Just literally in general, like could be fucking Mars bar if you want it.
All right.
First thing you buy.
I'm at the Range Rover garage.
Yeah, I'd be a car. I'd be buying a car probably straight away. Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be
well,
like-
can
That'd be
you
it.
elaborate on that a bit, please, mate? Or?
No, because it's a lot of money, and then you've got to decide. Like, I'd be half tempted to go Tesla, you know,
Would you?
become a sheep. Yeah, like a really
Yeah, but-
nice one. Some
yeah,
of the
but-
really high end ones.
Yeah, but you bring it home and you can't fucking charge it.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
I'll
but
leave it in hard
I've got all the money in the world, mate. I'll pay you a mil to come and do it tomorrow, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, right, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I love Sanon.
charge you a mil.
Yeah, that's what I said. I pay. I'd go and get the cable out. It'd be about fucking mil long as well. It'd be like,
A Tesla, that's what you buy, is it?
yeah, well, the really high end ones, they're like 100 and something grand. They're fucking nice, like tanks. You see them? Like you see them. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Tesla. Oh yeah, because well, you got to have the fucking. Well, what is it? What model is it? I know the bigger one, yeah, like the.
Yeah, it's
family
like it's a bit more. Yeah, it's like a bit more like raised, isn't it? Off floor. It's like I don't know how to explain. But the ones that you see driving around here are just all shit, aren't they? They're just like the
proper
cheap end ones.
Isn't
Not
it that
cheap,
one that's got
but-
like the fucking wing gull doors? like?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a bit bonkers. Like,
yeah.
Ev's Range Rover, is it?
Yeah, straight. Yeah, definitely easy. One of the sport ones, like nice. I'd go white one, black
Of
roof.
course you would. Pink fucking interior leather.
no. Yeah, that'd be straight away. I'd just be like, yeah,
Pink one. Sorry, a white one.
white one.
Ooh, maybe one of those Mercedes 4x4s actually.
You
Those
wouldn't go
little
like-
Mercedes Jeeps.
Yeah, but mate, you've had your Tesla, like I said.
Yeah, I'll have a Tesla. I'm sensible.
What colour's your Tesla?
Oof, black.
Oh, hot.
Is it? Yeah. See, Ez, I'm surprised you're going for white there. See, I thought you'd go like blacked out, like.
Nah, white with black roof,
Yeah.
black wheels,
Mm.
and that'd be nice then.
Nice.
And then you'd be able to afford a valet every week or whatever. Wouldn't be no problem with it.
What would you get, Ben?
I
BMW.
thought, yeah. I thought one of you boys might go like maybe like a bit more sensible. I thought one of you go like just go like house, massive house, just buy that like.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but that would be in time,
no,
wouldn't it?
I'm not going to lose it all on one Range Rover, am I? So, but the
Oh,
first
yeah.
thing you would buy a car. Like,
Yeah, you could buy a car tomorrow, can't you? But you're not going to buy a
And
house
then
in a day.
the house would obviously be the second thing on my list.
Well, I suppose if it's not lived in it, you could go to your stage and be like, I want that now today. Here you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd still be coming for paperwork because that's never happening.
You'd be
With a
like,
car, you could literally just go, I'm having it now.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I
but-
mean, you know, you can. Yeah, but you can buy a house like there and then. It
Yeah,
takes
but
a while to go- it
you-
just doesn't go through, does it?
you'd have to find like the house that you really like. It's a lot of searching, that is.
Yeah.
Mate,
For a house
when
that
you
you
got 122 mil, fucking, you'd be like,
Yeah, but would you go out and buy a house straight away, or would you want to? Build.
So Ben, what would be your thing? Stone Iron
Yeah.
jumper or?
no, like, it would be a car. I just literally.
I thought you was going to say, yeah, it would be a Stone Island jumper.
yeah, it would be. Yeah, I'd probably buy that after. To be fair,
You take the badge off the front of the car and put a Stone Island little fucking thing in it.
can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's not a bad shout, man.
It's not a bad shout. It was a terrible shout.
no, and literally like jump in the car down to London, nearest Lambo dealer, and be like, right, what have you got?
Get a Lamborghini.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing, probably. Yeah.
But like you say, with if you 122 million, that's like mega money, isn't it? It's like
That's silly money, mate. Silly.
Yeah, you'd book a holiday very
I'm
fast
gonna
as well.
buy a ticket now. You've said that it's that because
Yeah.
I feel like if I don't, I would have won.
Oh yeah, I'll buy one as well. So if any of us win, split
Yeah.
season, at least a mil for the other two people.
Yeah.
Well, surely at least a mil. At least like 100. You got 122. Like,
Yeah, so I said at least at least a mil.
well, I'll tell you
Or
what.
a
If I win, I'll give you fucking 10 each. Like,
no, you wouldn't.
I fucking
Yeah.
122 mil, mate.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
but you're
let's
going to split that
say
between family and that.
Family and that. Innit?
Yeah, but mate, fucking hell. Even if
Yeah.
I gave like everyone a new, well, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I will.
Yeah,
have
you
that.
go right.
on-
Yeah, right. 10 mil. How much, Mum? 500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be like, yeah, but I said it on a podcast, so I've got to do it.
I'll stick to being quiet and decide whatever. But you won't go without, put it that way.
Jail turn up back in Abba with new trainers and a Range Rover. But like, fucking hell, dude.
I'd be like, oh, I just got lucky on the slots.
Yeah, I've got a job in a Range Rover.
Weird. You're going on holiday to Dubai every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, innit?
You're like, OnlyFans is paying off.
I reckon I'd be like dead by I was like 40, 45, you know. I'd just like go mad.
No, you wouldn't.
You'd have
Just
to
live
put,
No, you
put a
wouldn't.
certain amount of money aside where you'd just go like, I'm going to burn through that.
Yeah.
Like, because you'll be like, you'll just want to buy everything, won't you? You want a car, a house, clothes, like anything nice you see, you'd be like, I want it. I can have it.
Yeah, but the
But then
class
obviously
thing
you've
is,
got to think of like long term, innit?
122 mil.
Yeah, but trust me, I reckon I could lose all that before retirement.
Yeah, if you went to casino, yeah.
No, but but that's the thing though. I would. I'd
yeah,
be
like I said, I'd put money in.
2 mil. All of a sudden, I got none. I'm like,
Yeah, none mil.
zero.
Yeah, no, you're right. I would put money. I'd put a load of money aside. So maybe like not a load of it, maybe 30, 40 mil aside, and then give the rest to family and friends and for yourself then. And then let that build a bit of interest. I'm sure that you could live off the interest from 40 mil.
Yeah, you should do, shouldn't you?
So
But yeah,
but the best thing is when you get loads of money is people give you stuff for free then. So
yeah. How's that work?
it's a joke, isn't it? You get loads of money, or come to my restaurant Michelin for free and eat. So
Yeah.
well, it would cost you 10 grand otherwise.
Yeah.
So you can't you get money and you can't even spend it.
You'd be fucking and this here every night, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
10-course meal for about £1,000.
I'll have the taster again, please.
He's like scallops that I don't even like.
Yeah, I'll just
You just-
have them.
Just so you push them off the side and go,
Like, I'll skip that course, thanks. And I eat like 2 courses and pay full price. Cheers.
Fucking hell,
Right, boys,
120.
I called it because I'm going to go do some exercise. Like,
Yeah, right.
I need a pack. So
yeah, well, have a nice time in Glastonbury, mate.
yeah, hopefully it goes all right.
How are you getting down there?
I'm getting a lift,
Oh,
so it's not too bad.
long way down, isn't it? Where is
Yeah.
Glastonbury?
It's like the other side of Bristol, that 45 minutes from Bristol, past Bristol.
That's right.
It's a bit of a trek, like, but just chipping in for fuel, isn't it? So it's not too bad. and it saves
Isn't
me
it?
driving down. So I just kind of want to get there now and get it over and done with, kind of thing. I just want to know what I'm doing as well. I want to know what I'm doing.
We didn't even talk about fuel, but are you sweating when you get to the pumps, Ben?
No, mate. Well, like you say,
Are you wiping
My
your forehead and trying to like dangle it into the petrol cap and hope that that's like works as fuel as well?
yeah. I think, like you say, I know it's like easier said than done, but like if everyone just like stops for a day, it'll soon like come down.
Everyone stops what for a day?
Just doesn't feel like
Yeah, I thought it'd come down with it getting warmer and stuff, and
because
usually,
but if obviously if people are just still buying it, they're not gonna. But like you see France, they like.
Have you got no choice, have you?
No, France did it, and they brought it down like 50p, like straight away.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something because it's gonna go over £2 a litre, and it's just.
That's what I mean. If there's still a demand
Absurd.
for it,
It is absurd. Like,
Oh, I saw someone. Well, I filled up in Morrison's day before yesterday, I think, and I went there, and there was like some guy put like 12 quid in, 6 litres.
what's the point, isn't it? I feel like the minimum now is like 20 quid, and even that's like
maybe 30.
You're like, oh, that's not really a lot either.
But that just shows that he can't afford any more than 12 quid. That's shocking. That's shocking.
it is bad. Yeah,
But
probably
same as everything else, isn't it?
worse as well.
Yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But
Yeah.
that's the topic for next week, maybe, if we actually commit to next week.
We
won't. We won't.
Yeah, we say this, we're back, but we go away again, and then we're back, and then we disappear.
Them out, innit?
But like you say, we could do like this is hour and a quarter now.
Yeah, sound done.
Like do something like that once a week. Like I know we're all busy, but we can do one. You know what I mean? I can do one whatever time of night, 8, 9, 10. I could do one.
Yeah, this is work good time. So we'll see where we are next week. And
like, you know what I mean?
Do it in a month.
But that's what we need to discuss between ourselves, like what everyone does on a day, and then pick the day that's got the least on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, we will be back hopefully
In 2 months' time.
Sometime I might get some good internet. I don't know. And I might last the whole bloody podcast. Yeah. So have a good week, fellas, and we'll be back on to you listening, and I'll be able to tell you all about it and my tenting adventures. I probably won't be able to put the.
There's got to be a story. There's got to be a story of.
Oh, there will be. I'm sure there will be some stories to tell. So, I look forward to that. So yeah. Anyway,
Sweet.
Take care, guys.
In a bit, boys.
Thanks everyone for listening. See you again.
Cheers.